Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 15 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a first down carry for Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try the right side with Harris. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. the play fake. Here's Hurts. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now here's Snell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hurts throw on target to Godwin here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a give right side. It's Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the draw, it's Harris. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back to throw again. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll set up to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw here. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 14. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, this is Harris.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a nice play on the end of it. An 18-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts. Short little throw to Ebron. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
Hurts.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, Hurts. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. This is Harris. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Snell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Benny Snell, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Extra point now by Boswell. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So out come the Falcons now.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On first down, it's Harris. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by a field goal, and time a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 10 seconds to go. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.